Hello and welcome to Do I Like It, a Quint production where we review anything and everything under the sun. मेरा नाम है प्रतीक लिद्धू and in this episode I'll tell you do I like Coke Studio भारत का नया song क्या करे कोरिमोल. Okay, so to be honest, I wasn't checking in for a lot of the previous releases Coke Studio Bharat की because after I think the track which featured Prabdeep मैं थोड़ा सा ऐसा tune out हो गया था because I didn't really like that song that much. But here we are again. Here's another song that I'm extremely excited to talk about because of two reasons. Number one, because it's a Kashmiri song. I'm Kashmiri. I love Kashmiri music. I love the artists in this song. Matlab Alif, Mohammad Muneem, Noor Mohammad. These are all like amazing people and I've been their fans. Number two, this particular song Kya Karie Korimol is about a wedding and it's about a Kashmiri wedding, and I have recently had a Kashmiri wedding in my family. No, meri nahi. For all the single ladies out there, मेरी wedding नहीं, it was my sister's wedding. It happened in December and I could connect a lot and मैं मतलब सुनते सोच रहा था यार ये गाना उस समय रिलीज हुआ होता तो यार मजा ही आ जाता. So basically Kashmiri people in general are crazy about food, just like any other Indian culture would be, but हमारे यहाँ ना मतलब food is the thing that binds all of us together. I can't tell you how important food is to our existence as kosher people, and especially during weddings. Matlab wedding Sal food is amazing. Sal is basically like a feast. So this song is essentially about a wedding where a father is sort of worried about the food situation कि जो वाज है, वाज is the cook, जो cook है जो खाना बना रहा है वो कहीं चला गया है किसी और जगह, and a lot of people, सारे मेहमान आ गए और खाना नहीं है, मतलब खाना खोलो basically. The whole song is about this one emotion of अरे खाना कब खुलेगा, and the whole hook of bekya gustaba, bekya kebab. Bekya is basically what else or kya. It's basically the father and everybody else saying, because even if you listen to in the song, Mohammad Muneem is not saying the bekya wala part as much as the chorus wale vocalists are saying, because everybody else is sort of asking और क्या अच्छा गुश्ताबा है, और क्या कबाब है, और क्या ये है. And the whole thing is so cute and so sweet. It starts out with such a chirpy guitar, acoustic guitar pe Mohammad Muneem is playing the major chords, and it's the whole thing is about food, and through food I think this song makes a really nice point about Kashmiri pride, about the pride that a father has during a wedding and the pride that a father is supposed to have. Matlab samajh rahe ho, it's like while it is a thing to be proud of and it's a fun song, it's a fun wedding song, there is like an underlying commentary that's going on, because there's a part where he says ki, and this comes from personal experience, because Kashmiri dads go crazy during weddings. Matlab I don't know if my father is listening to it, but bro, देखने वाली चीज़ थी वो शादी में उनका क्या हाल था. So basically there is this bit here where he says कि अच्छा इस बंदे ने 1 क्विंटल मीट बनाया है, दूसरे फैमिली ने दूसरी वेडिंग पे मैं गया था उसमें 2 क्विंटल मीट बनाया, तो now the father is confused कि मैं कितना बनाऊँ. And that is such a genuine and a real confusion that a father would have कि यार मैं मीट कितना बनाऊँ, because obviously Kashmiris love their meat. और जैसे पंजाबी फोक सॉन्ग्स होते हैं ना जो हमने बहुत सारे सुने हैं, काला डोरिया, ये सब, these talk about really small occurrences that you would find during a wedding or any sort of gathering, जैसे चिट्टा कुक्कड़ और ये सब. These are very छोटे incidents. Just like that, this whole song is about a story कि भाई खाना खत्म हो गया and the father is very परेशान. It's the biggest परेशानी in his life, and it's amazing. It's unabashedly Kashmiri. It's unabashedly, for the lack of a better word, patriarchal in a sense. It's also celebrating that sort of patriarchy while critiquing it at the same time. कि देखो यार शादी हो रही है और all the बाप is worried about कि मैं अपनी ये कैसे बचा के रखूँ, अपना social status कैसे बचा के रखूँ, है ना. तो वो मेरे को काफ़ी अच्छा लगा. Obviously the musically I think it might be like a strong statement to say, but musically I think this song is one of the few songs this year and in general in the past few seasons of Coke Studio that sort of matches up to the OG Coke Studio. You can kill me in the comments later, but it's so fresh, it's so amazing. Like the percussion was so ऑन पॉइंट, मतलब एकदम फोक रिदम्स चल रही हैं बट on a drum set and on an octopad. बीच में there is a really nice darbuka का section which is like an Arabic instrument. There's a Kashmiri version of that as well. It's called tumbaknar. तो उसका एक section है. I really like the string section. I think 3 या 4 violinists थे and they played some really really amazing staccato sections बीच में जब वो rock breakdown हुआ था तो एकदम they were playing some really emotional stuff. So I think musically this song was there. This song was coherent. The switch from one mood to another mood was there. I honestly feel Noor Mohammad's vocal range wasn't utilized quite as well because that guy is a beast when it comes to vocals. और तुम उसको एक छोटा सा ऐसा vocal part दे रहे हो, वो मेरे को थोड़ा नाइंसाफी लगी. But I think it was a fun, nice track और काफ़ी मज़ा आया. This is all until the section comes where the vocals are fronted by Aashima Mahajan. They are vocals in Hindi and basically thoda sa tracking it back, the original song of Kya Karie Korimol, it is a song by Mohammad Muneem's band which is called Alif जैसे भी तुम्हें pronounce करना है. And that part didn't have like a female section but this song does. And इसमें female section में you go from the point of view of the father to the point of view of the daughter, where all the father is worried about is मेहमानों का ख्याल रखा है नहीं. It's all that very ऐसा पगड़ी. There's a discussion of the dastar as well, the turban, the pagdi that people are supposed to wear in a wedding and all of that. So the whole father का discussion is about that, and then the daughter side comes, which is a very somber, very all the instrumentation goes away. There is just like a octopad पे एक heartbeat type की rhythm बज रही है, धुम धुम चक, which is obviously signaling कि ये उसके एकदम ही अंदर के emotions हैं. And she's worried about, dude, तुम्हारा सब बेक्या गुश्ताब बेक्या कबाब चल रहा है, मेरा घर चेंज होने वाला है, मेरे को पता नहीं है मेरा नाम क्या होने वाला है थोड़े टाइम बाद. एंड दिस होल एंग्जाइटी ऑफ अ टू बी ब्राइड्स माइंड is coming across beautifully in Aashima Mahajan's part. There's a really really beautiful line about मेरी चिट्ठियों को क्या पता कि मेरा डाकिया बदल जाएगा. When we talk about weddings and all of that, we don't even realize how basic this change is, है ना, कि obviously तुम्हारा एड्रेस बदल जाएगा, but that is such a huge toll to have on a woman's mind, right? फिर उसके बाद द सेक्शन विच मतलब ऑलमोस्ट क्या, चलो ठीक है, क्या मैं यहाँ पे मर्द बन रहा हूँ. इट मेड मी क्राई, इट मेड मी टीयर अप अ लॉट बिकॉज आफ्टर द फीमेल वोकल वाला सेक्शन देर वॉज द वन वुन पार्ट. नाउ वन वुन फॉर all the non-Kashmiris here is basically a choir sort of music that happens in Kashmiri weddings, I think. मेरे को नहीं लगता मैंने weddings के अलावा कहीं पे सुना है. एंड तुम अगर वीडियो में भी देखोगे तो जो मेन सिंगर के पीछे 3-4 लड़कियां हैं, दे सिंग द वन वन. एंड इवन ट्रेडिशनली इन वेडिंग्स इट्स द विमेन ऑफ द हाउस हु सिंग द दिस थिंग. एंड इट्स अ बिटर स्वीट सॉन्ग. मतलब यूजुअली हम देखते हैं कि वेडिंग म्यूजिक ऑल अक्रॉस कल्चर्स इट्स आइदर वेरी सैड और इट्स वेरी हैप्पी एंड सेलिब्रेशनल, राइट? जो बोलियाँ होती हैं और ये सब, इट्स वेरी टीजिंग, इट्स वेरी इट्स अ पूरा सेलिब्रेशन का माहौल होता है. बट वन वुन इज समथिंग विच इज़ यूनिकली कश्मीरी, आई थिंक. आई मीन मे बी इट एग्जिस्ट्स इन अदर कल्चर, सम वर्जन ऑफ इट. बट वन वुन, इट्स अ बिटर स्वीट मोमेंट फॉर ऑल द women in the house because it's essentially them getting the bride used to this life, and they are essentially happy that okay, it's such a joyous occasion, but at the same time they are sad and they are like okay, अब तुम्हारी लाइफ चेंज होने वाली है, अब ये जाने वाले हो तुम हमारे घर से. Even if you like break it down musically, जिस की में वन वन गाया जाता है, it is not a very chirpy key and it is also not a very sad key. It's somewhere in the middle. It's a very uncomfortable part जो मतलब एवरी टाइम आई लिसन टू इट गेट्स, मतलब इन जनरल ऑल्सो अगर किसी भी शादी में, अभी मेरी बहन की शादी में भी ये सब हुआ था, इट्स अ वेरी मतलब पता नहीं, इट्स अ वेरी अनकम्फर्टेबल पार्ट ऑफ अ वेडिंग, आई थिंक. और उस समय मतलब सारी औरतें आशीर्वाद और ऐसा नज़र उतारती हैं और कांगरी में जो एक पॉट होता है जिसमें कोयला डाला जाता है मिट्टी का, तो उसमें कांगरी में वो उसकी एसेंशियली आहुति टाइप देती है. एंड इट्स अ वेरी मतलब इट्स अ वेरी क्या बोलेंगे, बहुत ही इंट्रोस्पेक्टिव टाइम होता है, इवन फॉर मी एज अ मैन. मतलब इट हैज़ नथिंग टू डू विद मी, बट स्टिल उस समय मेरे को लगता है यार ओके, दिस इज समथिंग इंटेंस. सो वो पार्ट इस गाने में भी होता है बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली तुम्हारा बाप का ओनली कॉन्फ्लिक्ट इन हिज लाइफ इज कि मटन खत्म हो गया और क्या खाना है, शादी की तैयारियां कैसे करती हैं. And then it goes into this dark zone where all these women are consoling the daughter and ये सब चल रहा है. And then it goes again to all the happy joyous thing and again the whole situation of क्या करे कोरिमोल. So क्या करे कोरिमोल literally translates to मतलब क्या करेगा लड़की का बाप. तो मतलब what will the daughter's father do now. कि इतनी सारी problems हो गई, जो मेरा आवाज़ है वो चला गया कहीं, लोग आ चुके हैं हाथ धोने हैं, सबको ये सब चल रहा है, किसी ने इतना मीट बनाया, किसी ने उतना मीट बनाया, मैं क्या करूँ. सो व्हाट विल द डॉटर्स फादर डू. दैट्स द होल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट ऑफ द सॉन्ग. तो एंड में वापस उसमें आ जाते हैं. एंड देन इट टॉक्स अबाउट कश्मीरी प्राइड व्हेन दे वेयर अ दस्तर. तो काफ़ी इट्स लाइक अ वेरी मतलब इट्स अ folk song to the core. There is no intent of pandering or making it palatable in any way. And the ladki wala section just goes to show कि it's such a beautifully done folk rendition, which is I think what Coke Studio is all about, right? Getting a lot of rooted music, जो कि जैसे Coke Studio भारत की हम बात करें तो उसमें जो भारत का म्यूजिक है वो लेके आना है ना. तो वो मेरे को बहुत ही बढ़िया लगा यार. एंड आई थिंक if the future songs of Coke Studio Bharat are going to be something like this, मेरे को तो मज़ा आने वाला है, because this song is banging. Even though तुम्हें अगर lyrics इतने समझना है, I am definitely sure you will really like the vibe, and if you understood the lyrics, it will be like a cherry on top because the lyrics are so playful. Then from the woman side, a lot of it is about oh dude, मेरा life change होने वाली है. So it's a very मतलब बहुत अच्छा, it's like a microcosm of an Indian wedding. कि मतलब सब कुछ हो रहा है, शो ऑफ भी चल रहा है, पेट्रियार्की भी चल रही है, एक्चुअल सेलिब्रेशन भी चल रहा है, दुख भी हो रहा है लोगों को, बट that is what a wedding is, right? It's bittersweet moments that you enjoy with the family. So yes, these were some of my thoughts about Kya Karie Korimol. One thing that I want to point out, जो मैंने पिछले बहुत सारे मेरे कोक स्टूडियो के एपिसोड्स में पॉइंट आउट करी है, जो यहाँ पे मेरे को बहुत अच्छा लगा कि उन्होंने मतलब adhere to करा है, obviously taking the credit कि obviously मेरा ही critique सुन के उन्होंने देखा होगा कि people were looking at each other while singing. That's all I had wanted historically अभी तक in the previous episodes कि यार गाना गाते समय एक दूसरे की तरफ देखो. It should look like you're singing together, and a lot of that happened in this song where the percussionist was in constant eye contact between him and मोहम्मद मुनीम, and वो मतलब बजाते बजाते वो लग रहा था यार कि ये लोग साथ में बजा रहे हैं. तो बस वही चाहिए था यार मेरे को एज अ म्यूजिशियन, और बहुत बढ़िया लगा मेरे को ये गाना. एंड यू गाइस लेट मी नो इफ यू लाइक दिस सॉन्ग. And yes, this was Prateek Lidhu. This was Do I Like It? And I'll see you in the next one. Do I Like It is a Quint original podcast, executive produced by Shelly Walia and Ritu Kapoor. This episode was hosted, produced and edited by Prateek Lidhu, and the theme music is from BMG. You were listening to the Quint's podcast.